Biltmore Estate is located in Asheville, North Carolina. It has the largest private home ever built in America. Today, Biltmore is an 8,000-acre property that hosts 1.4 million visitors a year.
Biltmore is much more than the house. We have certainly the culinary experience, which is not to be missed. This is a place where you need to come and spend the weekend, not just the 4 or 5 hours that it takes to get through the house. There is a lot to see here.
We're at Biltmore, which was built by George Washington Vanderbilt in the 1890s. So this is actually the Vanderbilt's menu book from 1904. It's, I think, one of the richest volumes we have in our archives because it really helps you understand what the Vanderbilts and their guests were eating each day for luncheon and for dinner. This, for instance, is the menu served to celebrate George Vanderbilt's birthday in November of 1904. They started with Blue Point oysters, consommé julienne, boiled halibut, chicken mousse with mushroom sauce, pineapple salad and crackers, vanilla ice cream, brandied peaches, assorted cake, and then almost every meal at Biltmore was ended with coffee. From the very beginning, there was a dairy. There were incredible farms that were really cutting edge in terms of technology and state-of-the-art agriculture, and it was really known as a place to come to see agriculture in action.
Mr. Cecil, who was George Vanderbilt's grandson, decided, well, I want to go back to what my grandfather did. I want to have a diverse agricultural operation. I want us to produce food to feed our guests.
You can see the roots growing in there, and it just floats in water with all our nutrients mixed in there. I think George and Edith Vanderbilt both were visionaries as far as agriculture goes, and I would think that, at least hope that he is very proud of how we continue that way of thinking here and how we're protecting the environment and moving forward on cutting edge kind of agriculture still today.
Yeah, all these different colors, they pop on the plate. It's just,
right.
And it tastes good, but it just, visually too,
right,
it's just.
Right.
So we do have 7 restaurants on property. There's a variety of options for our guests to choose from. The first restaurant next to the house is the Stable Cafe. The Stable Cafe got its name because it was the old horse stables of George Vanderbilt. So guests today can still dine in booths that have been put into the horse stalls themselves.
These are 1-year-old Angus females. Some of the animals are used to produce food for our restaurants. A lot of them are also breeding stock that are sold to farmers throughout the region. And that is also something that George Vanderbilt did. He brought farming technology here, improved livestock. When George Vanderbilt decided to build his summer home here and originally purchased 125,000 acres, well, upon George's death, his widow, Edith, sold 87,000 acres to the federal government.
He really started a legacy of hospitality that the family has extended, and I think that I really see in myself and all of our colleagues, we have really a pride of place for what George created, and we're happy to be a part in preserving it.
We're like a small city in itself, in the 8,000 acres that we have here, and we are working very hard to preserve for posterity and for future generations.